I want to bring it back a bit. So you're also a writer, correct?
Yes.
I know you penned a piece for Rolling Stone about your participation in the Standing Rock protests.
Yes.
Do you feel like, have you participated in a lot of like civil demonstrations like that?
Not a lot, but from time to time, yeah. That one was pretty heavy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That one was really heavy. Mm-hmm. It was way out in the middle of nowhere, mm-hmm. and I'm convinced that the way that the people there were being treated, if that had happened in the middle of New York City or mm-hmm. Detroit or mm-hmm. Cleveland or anywhere else a major city, there would have been massive riots. Mm-hmm. You know, but because it's on an Indian reservation in the middle of nowhere, they could get away with it. Mm-hmm. You know, and for me, it's also not just the humanitarian aspect and the indigenous rights aspect of that. Mm-hmm. It's also about the fossil fuel industry to mm-hmm. me. Because whether or not people believe in global warming, mm-hmm. whether or not they believe in the level of pollution, mm-hmm. the fact of the matter is that fossil fuels mm-hmm. are, by definition, finite. Mm-hmm. They're going to disappear.
Yes.
So doesn't it make sense that instead of putting this dangerous, mm-hmm. environmentally destructive infrastructure in, mm-hmm. and doing more and more of this, shouldn't we be looking at alternatives?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Because it's going to run out.
Yes.
Fossil fuels come mm-hmm. from dinosaurs. Mm-hmm. We don't have those anymore.
Yeah, we're not making any more. That's
yeah,
for
we're
sure.
not making any more. And the human race is breeding mm-hmm. at an exponentially alarming rate, mm-hmm. you know, and the demand for this stuff, for energy is...
Yeah.
So it's pragmatic. Mm-hmm. to think about alternative fuel solutions to me, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I wrote a piece for that. I wrote a book a while ago about some experiences I had called Dark Days. Mm-hmm. That was a bestseller in America. And I'm actually working on a book right now, and mm-hmm. We'll combine, the theme of it is perspective, mm-hmm. things that have changed my perspective for the better. And I thought of three things that immediately changed that, which are travel, because mm-hmm. I believe a lot of people could travel. Mm-hmm. They should travel.
Yes.
It provides you, you know, mm-hmm. it's easy to become, I don't know, culturally myopic mm-hmm. when you never leave home.
Yes, definitely.
You know, and to fear things mm-hmm. that you don't understand, mm-hmm. you know, but if you go somewhere cool, it's like a new immersive experience. Yeah. So travel is improved my perspective. Photography mm-hmm. has literally changed the way I view the world. Mm-hmm. And surfing has improved my perspective a lot. Surfing. So...
Can you surf in Virginia?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yes. So I'm combining those three things into a new book. Surfing, travel, photography, so I'm taking surf trips and shooting photos. And the first trip I'm doing is this one.
Oh, really?
Because I'm surfing with Chang.
Really?
My co-star in the movie. At the end of this, we surfed. Wow. The last time I was here, he surfs. So we're gonna go surfing, you know, like the 30th, and I'll shoot some photos and write about it.
That's awesome. Yeah. Cool. And it's gonna be for the book, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There'll be a part about this whole
thing?
Yeah.
For sure. Cool. Thank you. Yeah. So, I guess, where are you guys surfing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
We went to, the last time we were here, we surfed at, I think it's called, I don't know the Chinese name for it, the Two Lions Beach, I think it's called. Because it has two lions at the entrance, that's what they call it. The waves weren't good the last time we were there. Hopefully we'll get better surf this time. But you can't control the ocean.
This is true. Yeah. Wait, so is, what was his name again?
Chang.
Is he out of military? Because last time I heard Freddie talking, he was
No, he's military. So we have to do it on the weekend.
On the weekend? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Cool. When is he out?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Yeah.
It's 2 years here, yeah?
It depends. They just shortened it to, I think, 6 months. Hey, Jimmy 那个当兵现在多久啊？4个月。
你说现在当兵？
对啊，
对啊，
比较年轻的4个月 ，about 4 months. Yeah.
4 months?
Yeah. So, but it's for the younger people. So if you were born like before they changed the law, you still have to do like. 之前是多久？ Like 1年 1 year. Yeah. About 1 year. But what used to be 2 years, like when my dad did it, it was about 2 years. Yeah. I think it's good though. I feel like people here are like too soft.
Here?
Yeah. Well, like most of the population, I feel like they're very lax and like they're just comfortable with like what's here. Like I feel like there's not a whole lot of ambition compared to the US. Like that's where I'm from. And like I spent 3 years in Los Angeles and everyone there is like
Cutthroat.
yeah. And here it's totally different, which is nice in a way because like everyone's really nice. Like
They are polite here.
they're very polite, but I feel like they really lack that like drive that we have in the States, which is actually why I really like the metal scene because like all of those guys have drive.
Yeah.
Because there's no market for that here. Like the only reason you do metal here is because you love metal,
Right.
And you have passion for it, and like it's ridiculous because wages here are really low too. So like you have to work really hard to get the money to like do the music that you want,
Right.
And the like level of like the quality of the music that they're putting out and like MVs and stuff is like amazing. Like I'm really surprised none of these guys are signed to labels. Like I can't believe Sonic is the only one that is signed to a label.
Well, I think it's hard for Asian bands to. I think it's harder for them to break through on an international level because the labels are all in Europe and America.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's where the support is, you know? And it's expensive to travel to Asia, and it's expensive to travel from Asia to Europe and America.
Yeah.
You know? In America, it's easier to make a name for yourself by touring because you can get in the van and
Just go around.
Yeah, or Europe, you can do it. Like my friends in Gojira did it that way. They started out, you know, just playing in France, touring in France, and now they tour the world. But that label infrastructure is there in both of our regions, both America and all over Europe. Asia, it's harder. You know, it's further away from the nucleus of that music industry, unless you want to be like a K-pop band or something.
Yeah, but then you have like massive label funding.
Yeah.
So how did you transition to metal from punk?
I'm not sure. I never did. All my lyrics are still pretty punk rock. My town, Richmond, has a long history of superior musicianship, and that's one thing with metal is like the guys in metal generally know how to play a lot.
Yeah.
They are musicians. In punk rock, not so much necessarily, but there's more attitude in punk rock. It's more raw, you know. So for me, in our town, a lot of the musicians come from the punk scene, but are really superior musicians, you know. So it's a weird sort of punk metal mix, you know.
So they have still like the punk energy and everything, but they're polished enough to do metal.
Yeah. So my band has gotten more and more and more metal over the years, much to my dismay.
You don't like it?
No, I'd rather it just
You
be
like
more.
punk?
Yeah.
I feel like that too. I feel like your personality is very punk rock.
Yeah. I am what I am.
Yeah.
Almost 47. It's a little bit too old to change.
Really?
Yeah.
You're 47?
I'll be 47 in a month and a half. So.
Oh wow. Dang. So how long has Lamb of God been?
Since 1994.
1994. Wow. That's a long time.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Did you guys ever think you were gonna like make it this big?
Nope.
No. You just played.
Yeah. We just wanted to play. Like I said, the musicians in our town, for such a small town, there's a very high level of competency, you know? So just to be accepted in our town, you have to be really good. So my dream was to maybe one day get to play CBGB in New York, and we did. You know, and I thought that was it. It's like, I can't get any bigger than this. And then we wound up going back and selling out CBGB a bunch of times before it closed. But you know, no, it was never. There's never an intent to like make a living off of it or anything. We just wanted to play music.
What were you doing before that?
Working in restaurants, doing construction, you know, hanging out.
Hanging out. Cool. You seem like a very well-educated person, though. Like, I feel like you take the time to research. And
Yes. I like to be engaged with life, you know. It's one reason why I enjoy traveling so much, you know. I did some college, but it, you know, since I'm a writer, I only took the classes that I was interested in, like English classes, English literature class, and then I took some creative writing classes, and I wasn't too impressed with most of the teachers there because they're trying to make you write a certain way, fit you into a certain box, and I'm like, you know, I think good writing for me, or interesting writing, is going to come out of interesting life experiences. So you got to go out and have those. You know? So I had to leave school, but I still am a voracious reader. You know, I'm an autodidact. I teach myself as much as possible all the time.
Awesome. That's really cool. If you like punk, actually, you should look at 不三不四 by Joe Henley. He's a local writer and musician, and it's a punk rock tale about Taiwan. You can look it up. Published by Camphor Press.
Hold on. It's la la la. What's his name?
Joe Henley?
Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah. I met him.
Oh, you met
last
him?
time he was here. Yeah, I read that book.
Oh, you read it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I read it as an e-book. Is it out in physical form now?
Yeah, you can buy it physically now.
In English?
In English, yeah. He
Cool.
wrote it in English.
Yeah.
I'm actually talking with him, trying to translate it into Chinese.
Yeah. What was it called?
不三不四.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like B-U-S-A-N, B-U-S-I.
Yeah.
It just means like not three.
I need to see him while I'm here. I gotta find his
Okay.
number somewhere.
Oh, I can Facebook him. I was just talking to him the other day. Cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll come to the premiere tonight.
Oh, for the screening?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
His girlfriend is Taiwanese. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
What's
Jill.
her name again? Jill.
Yeah. So Joe and Jill.
Yeah, he's the one that explained a lot about the whole Taiwanese political situation.
Oh. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. He's a really, really good writer.
Yes, I thought his name was Andrew for some reason. It's Joe.
Okay, so Andrew is actually Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I hung out with him the last time I was here.
Yeah. He's a solid guy.